Hi there, I'm Vito, and thank you for installing Atarim on this website. I'm going to take a few minutes to go through the base functions of the client interface plugin, just so that you can get the most out of it. Let's dive right in. As we're getting started, I would like to clarify that the Atarim platform has two parts to it. We have the agency dashboard that is meant for you, the agency or the freelancer, and this is really where we're systemizing your work and saving a whole lot of time. But now we're going through the client interface plugin. This is installed on each one of your clients' websites so that they can interact with you through their own website in a visual way. So let's say that you want to gather some content from the client. On this website, we added a bunch of lorem ipsums in different sections and some placeholder text. All that you need to ask them to do is click the plus icon and choose any part of the page to provide the relevant content for the section. Click the Add Comment button, and that's it. Now, as the webmaster, the person that installed the plugin, I have all of these cool options right here to choose the different users that are part of this website based on the user role that you have selected in the initial wizard or within the settings screen to allow me to notify as many users as needed. By default, your client will not see this option, so it's important that you head over to the permissions screen and set your user as the default webmaster. This will choose this user for them for notification automatically, so that all that they need to do is just write a comment and click the big button. You and them can also upload files. Images that are uploaded into the system are automatically minified for web, so that you don't need to take them through Photoshop or TinyPNG and save them for web, download to your computer, and all of that. You will see a lot of these small bits and pieces throughout the system that allows us to systemize your work as you're collaborating with your team or your clients. Let's add an image. Great. Going to the top of the popover, you can also see that we can set the urgency of the task, we can set the status of the task, we can view the automated screenshot that was taken as soon as the task was created, marking exactly where the request is, but we can also pull in a screenshot of the current view that is behind this popover. Let's click this button. Here we go. Next up, we can see some additional information about this task. So we can see the screen size that I'm using, the browser version that I'm using, the task ID, and who created this task initially. After you refresh the page, you will also have an option to add different tags to every task. This will allow you to filter tasks more efficiently from the agency dashboard. Finally, we have the share link. The share link includes a login parameter that will allow your client to log in from the front end without leaving the page at all. So no more going back to the WP admin screen, then landing on the WordPress dashboard, only to go back to the homepage. This will systemize the login process completely on the front end side. But if you want to use the tool without allowing the client to log in, let's say for a staging website or for the development area, you can turn on guest mode in the settings screen. And when you're sharing the link to this task, you want to remove the login parameter. When you're setting up guest mode, make sure that you also choose a default user for the client. This will allow the user to be notified about every different task that they're creating, so that when you're replying to their request, we're going to be using the email that is set up for their user to keep them in the loop. As we were talking about gathering content, you can ask the client to just go through the page, and every place that they see a piece of text, just click the plus icon and leave the relevant text in there. By providing them the visual representation of what is expected of them, you will see how it's going to simplify completely the content gathering process. I would also like to point out that if you visit your Atarim account, you will find page builder templates for all of the major page builders that are out there to allow you to create wireframes directly inside the browser, so that you can gather the content even before you started designing the website. Now let's have a look at the bottom bar of the client interface plugin. On the left side, you can see our logo, but you can change it, and you should change it to your logo, to your agency's logo, from the settings screen. This will allow you to white label the entire system so that it will appear like it's your custom system. After that, we have the ability to collapse the bottom bar so that we're cleaning up a little bit of the screen. I'm gonna pop this back open. Next, we have the ability to approve the page. In the middle part, we have some additional options. You can click this button to land directly inside your agency dashboard. Don't worry, your client won't see this icon. You can also filter by the status, and you can see that it opened my sidebar right here. I can also filter based on the priority. I can choose whether I want to see completed tasks or not, as well as completely hiding the tasks from the view if I want to see a clean view as I'm working. We can also trigger reports. We can send a task report from the last 24 hours or a progress report from the last 7 days. By the way, you can also automate those two options from the settings screen to send out a report every 24 hours automatically or every Friday at the end of the day automatically to the different users of this website based on the task that they are assigned to. And finally, we have a share option as well for the entire page compared to the share option that we've seen on a particular task before. Here as well, we can use the front-end login or remove the login parameter. On the right side of the screen, we have our sidebar. You can toggle this on and off from this button right here. Clicking on any of the tasks will take you directly to the task and pop it open for you. Let's close the sidebar for now. Clicking on the plus icon, you will find that there is a general button right here. This will create a general request that will open a pop-up in the center of the screen where you and your clients can discuss more generic requests. For example, once a task is complete, you can mark it as complete from here, or navigate to the status button and move the slider to complete. This will mark the task as green on the sidebar and will automatically notify everyone that is involved that this task is done. As we're concluding this training, I would like to encourage you to use this system for every stage of the build, during the content gathering process, during the design approval, and all the way over to the support. If you head over to your account, you'll find additional training on how to utilize our platform for each of the project stages.